Hello and welcome to PVD Boys Hockey. My name is Stefan Jandersevitz, and I'm here with Matt Smith on the camera. And today PVD is going to be going against Lincoln-Sudbury. I'm going to be calling them LS for short because sometimes it's hard for me to say their name. Number 22 is going to be starting off in the center with PVD with number 5 on Lincoln-Sudbury, or LS. Immediately Donnie Shaw is going to be coming over to the puck, stealing it away. Lincoln-Sudbury almost immediately getting a easy goal. Couple seconds into the first period, but the PVD defenseman denies him of that. Nick Merriman now going over, bringing the puck down the ice, passing it over to number 22. Passing it over to Owen Brewster. Number 2 on PVD stealing it away from number 26 on LS, giving it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman loses control of it, gives it back to LS. Now LS is bringing it down the ice. Tries taking a shot, goes over the net. Now Nolan Shaw has it. Donnie Shaw's not going to be taking it away. Passing it back towards Owen. Owen loses control of it, gives it over to number 19 on LS. LS passes it back to try and get a defenseman shot. Owen Brewster stealing the puck away. Goes up and touches the net, and the referee's going to be calling a whistle on that. Puck's going to be placed over on the left side of the ice with Nolan Shaw and another LS player. Patrick McCarthy tries coming in and stealing the puck away, knocking it over to number 23. Number 23 gives it over to number 19 with Nolan Shaw. LS now has control of it, trying to break it down the ice. Patrick McCarthy's there to take it though and try and bring it right behind the goal in the net. LS ends up stealing it away. Nolan has to knock it over towards Patrick. Patrick's now going to pass it up towards 23, over the head of 23, over to another LS player. The LS player tries passing it over to number 14 on LS. 21 steals it away, bringing it down behind the LS goalie net. 21 still has control of it, passing it in front of the net over to Danny Prado. Danny Prado takes a shot and is blocked. Great job there by PVD so far. Number 2 on LS, picking up the puck, trying to knock it down the ice. PVD just trying to steal it away. Here comes number 5. 5 knocks it up around behind the net. Danny Prado fighting for it. LS steals it away, and now they're bringing it down the ice. Number 4 trying to contend him. Nice save there by Freddie Robitaille. 26 on LS now has it, trying to pass it in front of the net. Donnie Shaw just completely tears him off. Gives it over to Danny Prado. Danny Prado trying to pass it up the ice. Now he's just going to take him up himself to do the traffic. And that's going to be an icing. Number 22, number 19 for PVD, and number 19 for LS in the center. That's going to be Call. 22 is going to have to come out for Owen. Owen in the center. Immediately LS wins the face-off, but PVD steals it away almost immediately and takes it for themselves, bringing it down the ice. Nick Merriman trying to move the puck around behind the net, but gets cornered up against the wall. Owen now fighting for one of the LS players for it. 2 now has it. Up over the heads of everyone. behind the net. LS ends up picking it up. Number 22 steals it away, but loses control of it, giving it over to number 38 on LS. And that's going to be another icing. But this time it's going to be on Lincoln-Sudbury. Nolan Shaw going to be in the center for Peabody. Peabody wins the faceoff. Number 4 passing it over to the corner. Gives it over to number 23. 23 loses control of it. Nolan has to come over and try and steal it away himself. Nolan gets it, tries putting it in front of the net, gives it over to number 4. Number 4 tries taking a shot, can't get it through the traffic. Now it's going to be putting it behind the net. LS now has control of it. Peabody stealing it away, number 23. 23 tries putting it out in front of the net. Blocked by the Lincoln-Sudbury goalie. Now number 4 has it. Loses control of it, bouncing it off the wall. Trying to give it over to Nolan. Number 6 for Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. 21's trying to steal it away. Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. Bringing it down the ice, trying to pass it over the shoulder of number 11, putting it behind the net. Number 2 and 5 for Lincoln-Sudbury behind the net. Number 4 takes it out, gives it over to Danny Prado. Gives it number 15 for LS, ends up stealing it away from Danny, giving it over to number 2, who tries taking a shot on net, but it goes just far to the left. Defenseman now tries to take a shot on net, but can't. He blocks off number 11, Aaron Dolan's chest, and that's going to be a whistle for an injured player. Looks like Aaron Dolan's now going to be able to skate off the ice, limping a little bit. I'm sure he's going to be fine. Lincoln-Sudbury wins the face-off, but Nolan Brewster steals it away, and now it's charging down the ice. Passes over to McMarriman. Nick Marion takes a shot. Blocked. Oh, it was a great breakaway there by Peabody, but great save there by the LS goalie. Number 2 has the puck, tries taking a shot. Number 11 for Lincoln-Sudbury steals it away. Peabody then steals it away from them. Number 22. Number 22 and number 11 are now fighting for it. McMarriman over there trying to steal it out, take it out. Gets it over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw tries taking a shot, but it's blocked a little bit. 22 trying to keep the puck on the defensive side, but Lincoln-Sudbury gets a breakaway. Great save there by Freddie Robital as Lincoln-Sudbury tried taking a shot on net. Lincoln-Sudbury now has it again. Gets completely taken out. Gets put in front of the net. Another save by Freddie Robital, and Freddie Robital then jumps on it. Great saves there, man. Great saves. Nolan Shaw, number 19 for LS, going to be sitting in the center of the face-off. Patrick McCarthy immediately picks up with it, fighting for it. Puck is knocked out, given back to LS. Number 32 is now has it for LS. Peabody gets it back, giving it over to number 4. Number 4 tries passing to Nolan. Nolan misses it. Now LS picks it up, trying to pick it down. Patrick McCarthy front checks the LS player that was trying to barge down the ice, stops the play entirely, but LS still has control of it. Number 18 for LS bringing it behind the net, passing it over to one of the LS defensemen. LS trying to put it in front of the net. Freddie trying to jump on it, but misses. Patrick now has it, passing up the ice towards number 23. 23 now, and 23 for both team now, racing for it. 23 for LS ends up picking it up, turning it around now. Shoots it towards the back. Number 4 for Peabody picks it up. Passes it over to number 23. Number 2 for LS now has it. Puts it in front of the net. And that's a goal for Lincoln-Sudbury, number 7. 7 trying to celebrate, but ends up tripping himself. That was a great try there by Freddie, but just wasn't enough. Score's now 1-0 with Lincoln-Sudbury in the lead. Peabody immediately wins the faceoff. Gets knocked in front of the goalie for LS. LS now bringing it down the ice. Forced away from the puck. Number 26 has it. Now gives it over to number 5 on LS. Johnny Shaw knocks it over to number 2. Number 2 going behind the net, giving it over to Danny Prado. Danny Prado knocking it off the ball, gives it over to the LS. LS knocks the puck up and out of the rink. Number 22 in the center for Peabody. It's knocked behind the net. Now LS has it, charging up the ice by himself. Tries knocking in front of the net, but Donnie Shaw knocks him out of the way. LS still has control of it though, trying to take it behind the net. .22 trying to give it over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw tries giving it over to Owen, but 22 ends up coming out with it. Gives it over to 2, over to Nick Merriman. He gets past Nick Merriman and gets knocked down the ice. LS now has control of it. 16 has it, passing it up the ice towards number 19. Number 19 loses control of it. 2 for Peabody now has it. Now Owen Brewster's taking it up the ice. Sliding past a couple of players here and there. Gives it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman tries taking a shot. Gets blocked by the goalie. Patrick McCarthy coming in, trying to steal the puck away, gives it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman passes it up to Aaron Dolan. Looks like he's off after the small injury. And that's a goal for Peabody, number 22. Great job there by number 22. Score is now 1-1 with 6 minutes left in the first period. Great plays there by Peabody. Nolan Shaw in the center, knocks it back towards LS. LS bringing up the ice. Patrick McCarthy, number 23 there to stop them. Aaron Dolan now trying to knock it back towards Patrick McCarthy. Number 32 for LS picks it up, puts it in front of the net. One of the LS players tries taking a shot, gets blocked off a couple players, and he gets put behind the net again. Nolan now has it, passing up towards number 23. 23 passing it up towards 12. Puck's now behind the net. LS has control of it. Patrick McCarthy tries to keep it in, but gives it right back to LS. LS now charging up the ice. Patrick McCarthy comes out with it. Gives it over to Aaron Dolan. And Dolan now bringing up the ice. Tries taking a shot on the net, and that's going to be saved. This is the first game that I've seen Freddie as the goalie for Peabody. Usually it's Dolan over there in the bench, but he seems to be doing pretty good for himself. although the first goal for LS was a little, annoying. It doesn't. The other couple saves that he's made were pretty good. PVD has control of it. Nick Merriman trying to pass it through the traffic, just can't do that. Donnie Shaw now has to block this LS player from bringing it down the ice. Another shot on net and saved. That's what I was talking about, by some pretty good saves there by Freddie. Seemed to have caught it with his neck. Number 21 in the center for PVD, number 19 for LS. PVD comes out with a win of the faceoff. Donnie Shaw picks it up, passes over to number 5. Number 5 passes across the ice to Danny Prado. Danny Prado trying to bring up the ice. Gets knocked behind the net. LS just knocking into each other behind the net. One of the LS players crashes into the referee, allowing PVD to come over and grab it. Donnie Shaw has it, knocking it in, hits the net, and that's going to be a whistle blown for that. Nolan is going to be in the center of the faceoff. Comes out a win for LS. And that's going to be knocked out of the rink again. Nolan again in the center of the ice, fighting for it. PVD comes out with the win there. 12 bringing it down. 12 bringing it behind the net. Lincoln-Sudbury net. LS comes out with it, knocking it past number 2. Oh, Aaron Dolan's not fighting for it. That's going to be an icing. Actually, I don't think that was an icing. I'm sorry, folks. Nolan in the center again. Lincoln-Sudbury bringing it down the ice. Loses control of it, gives it to number 2 on PVD. Number 2 passes over to Aaron Dolan. Aaron passing it over to number 23. 23 passing it up the ice, gives it back to LS. Two now chasing for it. Two's now bringing it up the ice. Puts it behind the net, gives it over to number 22. LS now has control of it. Nick Merriman steals it away, but immediately number 28 for LS picks it back up. Number 9 has it. Owen Brewster tries taking a shot, and that's a save for Lincoln-Sudbury. Number 22 in the center. Patrick McCarthy now coming back for it. That's not going to be an icing. Passes up to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman now bringing it down the ice. Tries taking a shot, and that's caught by the Lincoln-Sudbury goalie. It seems that the call that I misinterpreted as icing was actually called boarding. Actually, not boarding, butt ending. Butt ending. Number 16 for Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. Gets it past number 4. Lincoln-Sudbury now bringing it down the ice. Tries putting it in front of the net. Loses control of it. Now number 21 for PVD has it. Bringing it back the other way. Passes it up towards Danny Prado. Danny Prado loses control of it. Takes it back. Brings it, puts it in front of the net. Gets bounced around on a couple players' skates, and LS gains control of it again. Patrick McCarthy now has it. Bring it behind the net. Trying to pass it up towards Danny, but gets blocked by one of the LS players. Number 4 now has it for Peabody. Gives it over to number 5. Number 5 tries knocking it behind him. Gives it over to number 4. Number 4 just ends up knocking it down the ice. Lincoln-Sudbury now has control of the puck again. Danny Prado knocking him down, and that's going to be an elbow on him. For the rest of the first period, Danny Prado's going to be inside that penalty box. And Peavy's going to have to play at 4v5. Number 22 in the center of the face-off. Number 2 has it for Peabody, knocks it down the ice again. It's probably going to be an icing. No, it's not going to be called for icing. Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. Charging down the ice again. Brings it behind the net. Donnie Shaw there. And Owen Brewster. Trying to apply some pressure. One of the Ellis players tries taking a shot, but Donnie Shaw ends up taking it to the chest. And then the hockey puck is knocked down the ice. Nick Merriman now has it. Ellis steals it away. The Ellis player now bringing it behind the ice again, and Donnie Shaw knocking it all the way down the ice. That's not going to be icing. 13 seconds left in the first period. And it seems like everybody's just slowing down now because they know that it's going to end. Lincoln-Sudbury now bringing up the ice. A couple seconds left. And that's the end of the first period. The score is 1-1. Nobody in the lead just yet with 15 seconds left on the penalty clock for Danny Prado. My name is Stefan Janusevitz. I'm here with Matt Smith on the camera, and we'll see you guys at the beginning of the second. Hello and welcome back to the beginning of the second period with me, Stefan Janusevitz, and Matt Smith on the camera. Peabody versus Lincoln-Sudbury. Score is 1-1 with 10 seconds left already in the penalty timer. Lincoln-Sudbury bringing the puck down the ice. Tries taking a shot on net. Misses. And the puck gets knocked back over into Lincoln-Sudbury territory. LS still has control of it. Gets knocked over to number 2 on LS. Number 2 takes another shot, misses again. And that's not going to be an icing. Owen Brewster trying to anticipate where number 15 on LS is going. Nick Merriman now has it, tries to give it over to Owen Brewster. Owen Brewster just fumbles it a little bit, is not able to get a shot on goal. Number 5 for LS now has it, knocks it back. Not going to be an icing again. Owen trying to fight for it. Nick Merriman coming over to help him. LS trying to bring it down the ice. Nolan steals it away. That's going to be a whistle blown. I think that's offsides. Ellis comes out with the victory over the Nolan now has it. Gives it back to Patrick McCarthy. Patrick McCarthy passes it up. Gives it over to 23 on LS. 23 does not bring it behind the goalie. Gives it back over to Aaron Dolan. 12 fighting for it. 23 picks it up for Peabody. Gives it over to number 16 on LS. 16 on LS trying to bring it down the ice, but gets knocked over to the boards. Number 28 for LS now has it, bringing it down the ice. Passes it over to number 16. 16 tries taking a shot, blocks, bounces off some of the players. Peabody tries knocking it out, gives it over to number 28 on LS. Number 19 now trying to set up for a shot on goal. Gets knocked around a little bit. Puck's now goes behind the goalie. Nolan comes out with it. Passes it up to number 12. Number 12 now bringing it down the ice. Passes it over to Nolan. Nolan gets blocked up by number 14. Ellis now takes it away. Puck goes behind the net. Aaron Dolan's there to recover it. Knocks it up down the ice. Number 23 for LS now has it. Gives it back over to Aaron Dolan. Aaron Dolan tries passing it up to number 21, but number 32 for LS steals it away. Patrick McCarthy now fighting for it. Gives it over to number 21. 21 passes it up the ice towards number 5. Bucket's hit back behind the goalie. Patrick now has it. LS picks it up, number 7. 7 passes it over to 6. 6 brings it right in front of the goalie. Gives it over to 7, up to number 26. 26 now charging up the ice. 26 gets knocked to the boards by Danny Prado and Patrick McCarthy. Setting up, LS trying to set up for a shot. That's going to be a whistle blown right before the puck went right into the net. Lucky timing there for Peabody. Looks like we're going to be on the LS defensive side. Didn't quite catch the penalty there. Number 22 and number 5 in. 22 for Peabody, 5 for LS. 5 steals it away. Gives it over to number 2. Gives it over to number 26 on LS. Number 6 gives it over to 5. Peabody fighting for it, tries knocking it away, gives it over to number 6 on LS. Number 6 passes over to number 7. 7 loses control of it. Nick Merriman and Owen coming for him. 22 fighting for it. Owen Brewster knocking it up behind the goalie. Nick Merriman's there to receive it. Picks it up. Tries knocking 26 down. Gives it over to number 2 on Peabody. 22 fighting for it. Nick Merriman now has it. Passing in front of the net. Gives it over to Owen Brewster. Owen Brewster gets the goal. Beautiful play there by Peabody. Quite amazing. Score is now 2-1 with Peabody in the lead. Lincoln-Sudbury immediately wins off the face-off. Peabody now still has control of it. Lincoln-Sudbury trying to check Patrick McCarthy, but Patrick McCarthy ends up having that sly feet, just dodging out of the way and making him crash into one of his players. They both collide into the boards and fall to the ground. Peabody still has control over the puck now. 12 racing for it. Lincoln-Sudbury steals it away. Number 11 for Lincoln-Sudbury passes over to 15 on Lincoln-Sudbury. Peabody steals it away, tries to get passing it up to 12. 11 steals it back. Number 2 still has it. Number 2 and 3 fighting for it. Patrick has to come around and pick it up, brings it behind the net, passes it back to 2. 2 passes it up to 12. 2 then ends up knocking down a charging Lincoln-Sudbury player. Number 11 for Lincoln-Sudbury has it, passes it over to 15. 15 passes up to 3. Danny Prado ends up getting a sly shot off at goal after number 3 loses control of it for a second. Number 31 the goalie for Lincoln-Sudbury ends up saving it, but that would have been a pretty nice shot if that made it. Number 21 and 18 in the center. Puck gets knocked around. Donnie Shaw stops it. It's given over to number 14. Number 14 loses control of it. Number 21 now has it. Gets popped up. Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. Number 28. Ellis passes it up to 32. And that's going to be an icing. Should be. Haven't seen any. Actually, no, that's going to be butt ending. Sorry, again. Puck gets knocked back towards Aaron Dolan. Aaron Dolan loses control of it. Quickly knocks it back into the LS defensive side. Gives it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman still has it. Passes it over to Owen. Owen takes a shot. Gets saved by the goalie. 22 tries to rebound it, but goes right behind the net instead. Aaron Dolan now has it. Tries keeping it in. Gets knocked straight up into the air. Number 32 for LS tries catching it. Owen Brewster comes around, steals it away from him. Gives it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman gives it up towards Owen again. Owen gives it back to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman tries to give it back to Owen. Passing back and forth there, but it just doesn't work. Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. 32 bringing it down the ice. Tries putting it in front of the net, number 14, and number 14 gets a second for another goal for Lincoln-Sudbury. Score is now 2-2, completely tied. Nolan's going to be in the center of the face-off. 5 knocks it back, so it's number 7 on LS. Number 7 passes it over to number 6. Up to number 2. Number 2 loses control of it a little bit. Peabody comes in and steals it away. Lincoln-Sudbury picks it up. Number 7 puts it in front of the goalie. Passes it over to number 26. 26 tries passing it over to number 5. 5 loses control of it. Passes it over to number 7. Gives it back to 5. Number 7 now has it. Tries putting it in front of the net. Gets deflected a little bit. Almost gets put in goal, but Freddie ends up making a save there and gives it back to Peabody. Number 12 for Peabody now trying to take a shot. Nolan coming for a rebound. Again, saved a second time. That's going to be a whistle blown. Hold on a second here, folks. I'm not very familiar with any of the penalties, so I have one of the pictures here next to me that's trying to help me with all these penalties. I think that maybe that was clipping. Not quite sure. Or, no, it's not. It's probably clipping. .22 has it for Peabody. Tries taking a shot on goal, just misses, gives it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman passes it back behind the net, trying to give it over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw gives it back to Nick Merriman. Merriman passes over to 22. 22 passing it up the ice towards Aaron Dolan. Saved there by the goalie after Aaron Dolan tried taking a shot on net, but then now the puck's being knocked down the ice. Puck's given to number 4. 4 knocks it up towards 22. 22 knocks it back behind the goal. and that gets knocked up into the net. Number 32 knocking it down the ice for Lincoln-Sudbury. Before coming over to take it up, gives it over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw passes over to 22. 22 passes up to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman on the charge, throws it behind the net, gives it back over to Shaw. Ooh, Shaw just nice to pick it up. Gives it over to Aaron Dolan. Aaron Dolan passes over to 4, back to Aaron Dolan. Over to 4 again. 4 tries taking a shot just a little bit to the left. Nick Merriman now has it. Trying to think of a play here. Passes over to 22, passes over to Aaron Dolan. Aaron Dolan loses his feet. Passes it back to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman loses control of the puck. 32 still has it for Lincoln-Sudbury. Hands it over to number 28. 28 passes it over to 23 for Lincoln-Sudbury. PVD now has control of it, and Freddie Robital ends up standing on top of the puck. Mind announcing for a little bit? I just dropped my phone down there.
All right, Stefan will be right back. He just had to go for a second. And here he is now.
Sorry about that, I knocked my phone off the little ledge. Number 2 has it for Peabody. Now Nolan has it. Nolan loses control of it. Number 5 for Les, bringing it down the ice. Tries putting it in front of the net, but Peabody defense stops them. But Ellis still has control of it. Number 15 passes over to 26. 26 just knocks it behind the net. Gives it over to number 2 on Peabody. Number 2 passes over to Nolan. I believe that's Nolan. No, that's actually Patrick. Ellis steals it away. Owen Brewster now coming down the ice. Passes it behind the net over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman still has it. Passes over to 22. 22 trying to wait for a moment. Gives it over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw tries taking a shot, completely blocked off by one of the players. Owen Brewster ends up picking it up, tries taking a shot, but is caught by the goalie. Great save there. Number 22 is going to be in the center. Number 18 is going to be knocked out of the center for slapping number 22 sticks. 14 is going to replace him. Puck's knocked behind the net. Given over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw fighting for it. Owen Brewster now has it. Knocks it back towards 22. 22 backs towards Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw tries taking another shot. 14 tries stealing it away and gives it over to 32. 32 is bringing up the ice. Tries taking a shot, saved by Freddie. Again, another great save there. Gives it over to Nick Merriman. Merriman trying to bring it down the ice, fights off a bunch of LS players. Owen Brewster now has it, fighting off 2 LS players. Tries putting it in front of the ice, gives it over to Donnie Shaw. After like 5 hits, he finally goes down. Owen Brewster still has it, trying to take another shot on net, bounces off one of the bars of the net. Oh, now they're passing it around, and one of the passes missed, knocking the puck all the way down the ice. It's like the referee was yelling about something there. Danny Prado fighting for it, giving it over to number 5 on Peabody. 23 now has it, passing over to 26 on LS. Patrick McCarthy ends up knocking it around. behind the net. 23 ends up trying to knock it out of here. 4 has it. 4 tries taking a shot, gets in front of the net, and the goalie ends up jumping on it. Great job there by Peabody. 3 minutes left in the second period. Score is still 2-2. '21's going to be in the center of the faceoff. 19 on LS. Fighting for it. Puck gets knocked back. Number 3 for LS, charging it down the ice. Hands it over to Aaron Dolan. LS picks it back up. Number 16 trying to put it in front of the net. Number 6 tries taking a shot on it. Blocked by Freddie. LS still has control of it. '19 has it for LS. Passes it back to 6. 6 knocks it up over everybody's heads. Behind the net. Aaron Dolan has it now. Passing it down the ice. Danny Prado almost completely about to knock a kid down, but instead hesitates a little bit and just barely misses him. Peabody now has control of it, knocking behind the Lincoln-Sudbury's net. Number 7. Number 7 trying to pass it over to number 6. Peabody keeps it in. 12 has it. 12 passes over to 23. 23 moves over to the right, tries putting it in front of the net, gets blocked by number 32 by LS, on LS. Gets it over to 14. 14 tries passing up the ice. That's going to be a whistle called. And again, it seems like it's going to be against Peabody. Number 18 on LS, and Nolan going to be in the center of the faceoff. Number 2 has it, passes over to 23. LS tries picking it up, trying to take a shot, but it goes way too far to the right. Donnie Shaw now has it. Trying to pass it over. Brings it behind the net. Over the heads of number 14. Number 15 for LS now has it. Passes over to number 14. Completely chaotic down in the center of the ice right now. Nobody really has sure control over it. But now Peabody does. 23 trying to take a shot. Rebounded off to number 12. 12 takes another shot, and that's going to be a goal for number 12 with a minute left in the second period. Great job there by number 12. Score is now 3-2. Peabody in the lead. Number 5 and number 22 being in the center of the faceoff. Number 5 knocks it back to 28 on LS. Over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw knocks it off the panels, gives it over to Owen. Owen loses control of it, gives it over to 23 on LS. Nick Merriman now has it in between his skates. Tries knocking it back. 23 from LS picks it up, puts it behind the net. Number 5 now has it for LS. Peabody fighting for it. Nick Merriman giving it over to 22. 22 knocking it back around the other side of the rink. Owen Brewster now has it. 22 now has it for LS. I still don't need to understand what the karate chop to the forearm means. It's going to be called on number 5 on LS, meaning that LS is going to have a power play. Peabody's going to have a power play for the rest of the second period and for a lot of the beginning of the third period. Hopefully they'll be able to capitalize on this. 22 tries bouncing it off the boards, giving it over to Owen, but it gives it over to number 28 instead on the LS. LS trying to charge it down the ice. Peabody steals it away. Number 4 has it, trying to pass it over to Owen. Just barely misses Owen. Now number 19 for LS has it. Peabody steals it away. Number 4 has it. Number 19 fighting with him. Fighting with Aaron Dolan. He's going to be called on that, and that's going to be 2 players down on Lincoln-Sudbury, 3-5. Should have not have done that. Wait, Aaron Dolan's going to be called on that? That's ridiculous. Guy was literally holding on. All right. It's going to be 4-5 with 4 seconds left in the second period. Scores 3-2. Nothing much that Ellis can do for this period. And that's the end of the second period. Scores 3-2 with a minute left in the penalty time. That was a great game, great period there for Peabody. Although that last call was a little bit of questionable, I would say that was a pretty great period. My name is Stefan Jandersevitz. I'm here with Matt Smith on the camera, and we'll see you guys at the beginning of the third. And here we are back at the beginning of the third period. Scores 3-2 with a minute left in the penalty clock for Lincoln-Sudbury. Immediately, Peabody wins the face-off. Donnie Shaw has it. Passes it back to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman tries putting it behind the net. Gives it back to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw trying to find somebody that's open. Passes over to 22. 22 tries taking passing it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman gives it over to Patrick. Patrick tries taking a shot just far to the left. 22 picks up the rebound. Passes over to 4. Back to 22. 22 now still has it. Tries putting it in front of the net. Gives it over to Nick Merriman. Gives it over to Pat. Pat tries taking a shot. Is blocked by one of the LS players. Number 18. Nick Merriman picks it up. Picks it back to Pat. Picks it up himself. He's coming in to take a shot. Donnie Shaw trying to slap the puck out of whatever his name's hand, the goalie's hand, but at least three of the LS players tried jumping on him. Nolan in the center for the face-off. Gives it over to Pat McCarthy. Pat casts it over to number 4. Number 4 puts it behind the net. Gives it over to number 23. 23 tries giving it back to 12. Has to fight for it though. 12 is not. That's number 12. That's Nolan. Nolan puts it in front of the net, trying to pass it over to number 12. Ellis still has it. Number 2. Number 2 loses control of it. Number 12 ends up coming over and stealing it away. Nolan now has it. Gets it knocked out from underneath him. Pat McCarthy has it. Gives it over to number 6 on LS. Number 6 passes over to number 7. Now Patrick McCarthy has it. Passes over to number 4. 4 puts it behind the net. Passes it back to Patrick. Patrick back to number 4. Over to 12. 12 slides past one of the checks. 2 checks. LS now has it. It's in front of the net. Peabody trying to stop it. Number 12 ends up picking it up. Number 4 has it. Gives it over to Nolan. Nolan knocking it back. Gives it over to number 7 on LS. I've been seeing that Nolan has been having a lot of ice time. That's pretty good because he seems like a very good player. 23 has it. Passing it over to Owen Brewster. Back to 23. 23 passes it back to Patrick. Patrick trying to take a shot, gets knocked up. Behind the net. Ellis now has it. Number 4 stealing it away. Putting it behind the net again. Ellis now charging down the ice. Owen Brewster fighting for it. 18 has it for LS. LS now has a clear shot, goes way too high, and ends up going back into LS's possession. Takes another shot, misses again. Number 2 has it for Peabody, giving it over to Owen Brewster. Owen now charging down the ice. You don't want to be in his way when he's charging. Tries giving it over to Nick Merriman. Completely, they all lose control of it, giving it over to LS. LS fighting for it, but Peabody still has is still fighting hard. Ellis now bringing it down the ice. Donnie Shaw completely decking number 32, putting him flat on his butt. 2 for Peabody has it, passing it up the ice towards number 21. Donnie Shaw has to be one of the toughest players on the Peabody team. Completely not even trying when it came to that. Just raised his shoulders and completely knocked him down. Nick Merriman has it. Tried passing up to 21. 21 loses control of it. Number 2 has it now. 2 knocking one of the players down. Peabody, one of the really extremely tough team. Number 4 putting it behind the net. Ellis trying to slide his way through, completely succeeds in sliding his way through, but Freddie saves it. Now the referees have to come in before a fight happens between number 21 and 10. Due to 10 getting a little touchy-feely with the goalie. Great save there by Freddie, though. Nolan in the center. LS picks it up immediately. Nolan steals it away. Passes it over to 23. 23 gives it back to Nolan. Misses Nolan, gives it back to LS. Patrick now has it. Number 12 now has it for Peabody. Gives it over to number 19, Nolan. Nolan's going to be tripped up. Not going to be called for that. 12 now has it for Peabody. Gives it over to Nolan. LS steals it away. 4 knocking one of the players down. And Patrick forcing one of the players to completely stop what they're doing. 2 tries on LS to try and get another goal there, but completely knocked away by the defenseman. Great job there by number 4 and Patrick. Lincoln-Sudbury still has control of it. Patrick stopping all progress. 14 still has it. Message over to Owen. That's going to be a whistle blown. I think that's going to be a check from behind on Patrick. Let me confirm that here. I found out that the what I was thinking was clipping was actually slashing. That was my bad. I think that was contact to the head. That's going to be a minute 30 long penalty timer for Peabody. Although Peabody's been doing a great job, Patrick's probably one of the better defendants of the team. Along with Donnie Shaw, number 4. LS has control of it, passing it around. Tries taking number 2 on LS, tries taking a shot. Puck right in front of the net. Peabody not letting them get through it. LS another shot. Blocked again by some of the players. Great job there by Peabody. Even on 4 men down, they're still pretty great. LS trying to bring it up the ice. Put in front of the net for number 26. Another put in front of the net again for number 5. Both blocked. Number 22 now has it, bringing it down the ice. That's not going to be an icing. Nick Merriman charging down the ice. LS has control of it. Trying to get in front of the net. Number 5 fighting it off. Knocked away from front of the net. LS still has control of it and knocked into the net. Seems that Aaron Dolan was hurt a little bit when he was out on the ice. A lot of the people on the crowd are yelling for justice there, because it seems that maybe one of the players on the LS team has done something, but not going to be called. 23 knocking the puck down the ice. LS now bringing the puck down the ice. LS trying to steal a puck away from their own team. 16 trying to steal it away from 14. 14 now has it, trying to bring it in front. Number 4 knocks it away from 14, gives it over to Patrick. Patrick's out of the penalty box. 28 now has it for LS, passing it over to number 6. 6 trying to pass it up towards 14. Number 4 for Peabody picks it up. Trying to pass it over to 23. 23 charging for the net, loses control of the puck. Number 12 coming for the puck, but completely knocks down the LS defender that was going for it too. Peabody ends up picking it back up. Freddie coming out of the ice. 4 has it. We have Donnie Shaw on the ice. We got 6 people out on the ice for Peabody. Yeah, 6. 4 has it now, bringing up the ice, bringing it over to Nick Merriman. Back to 4, over to 12. 12 tries to get a shot, passes over to Donnie. 22, and that's going to be saved by the goalie. Great shot there by 22. Oh, that's going to be a whistle blown on number 6 for LS. They definitely do not want that. Oh, I guess Freddie came back out onto the ice. For a second, I thought this was going to be a 6-on-4, and that would have not been good for LS. Aaron Dolan has it. Coming over to number 4. Number 4 trying to take another shot. Saved again. Donnie Shaw in front of the goalie trying to get him to let go of it, but no success there. Donnie Shaw taking it straight to the net. Gets blocked up by a bunch of the defenders. Gives it over to 22. 22 tries putting it in front of the net. Puck gets knocked all the way down the ice. That's not going to be an icing. Number 4 now has it. 4 passes it up towards 21. Nick Merriman, not 21. Gives it over to Donnie Shaw. Donnie Shaw trying to pull a one-man army thing. Passes it over to 22. 22 passes it over to Nick Merriman. Back to 22. Over and across the ice to number 4. Number 4 back to 22. 22 trying to take a shot. Gets caught up. Puck's now being brought down the ice by number 4. LS picks it back up. 22 now has it. Passes it over to Nick Merriman. Nick Merriman charging down the ice. Only one defender. Takes a shot. Just barely misses. That's going to be a whistle called. Only 30 seconds left in the power play for Peabody. Nolan's going to be in the center of the face-off. '19 knocks it behind the net. Nolan. Peabody fighting for it. Peabody passes it back to 12. 12 passes over to Nolan. Back to 12. 12 puts it in front of the net. Gives it over to number 2. Patrick. Patrick tries taking a shot, and that's going to be caught by the goalie. Nolan now in the center of the faceoff again. Patrick now has it, passing it over to number 2. 2 tries taking a shot, and that's a goal by number 2. Unexpected shot there from the goalie. Great job there, Peabody, with only 7 seconds left in the penalty clock. Couldn't have been a better time. .22 in the center of the ice for Peabody. Referees noticing that number 6 came out of the penalty box after the goal there. Although there's 7 seconds left, technically it still has to be in there. Peabody comes out with it. 2 has it. Passing up the ice for Nick Merriman to come and catch up for. Nick Merriman throws behind the goalie. Owen Brewster fighting for it. Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. Number 2 stealing it away, putting it in front of the net for another goal. Lincoln-Sudbury knocks it away. .23 for Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. Nick Merriman trying to knock it in front of the goal again. 22 taking a shot, misses. Lincoln-Sudbury still fighting for it. Trying to bring it down the ice. 2 keeps it back in, gets it over to number 23. Nolan comes out, steals the puck away, but LS takes it back up. LS now bringing it down the ice. Patrick McCarthy there to stop him, trying to put it between Patrick McCarthy's feet, but does not succeed in that. Number 19 being called out by the crowd there. Lincoln-Sudbury now trying to bring it out. Number 19 again. 19 fighting for it. Gets stopped. 19 trying to start a fight with Aaron Dolan again. I was a bit surprised if that would have been a roughing by both of them. Aaron Dolan knocks the puck down the ice. That's not going to be icing. LS trying to bring it down the ice again. They have to bring it behind the goal. Gets stopped again. 21 now has it. 5 putting it out in front. Gets blocked up by all the players. Number 4 knocking it away. Behind the net now, Lincoln-Sudbury has it. Great call there by the referee. It was a little late of a whistle, but since the goal was knocked to the side, that was a no goal there for Lincoln-Sudbury. A little lucky there for Peabody. And everybody seems a little angry about that. Looks like one of the coaches is going to talk to one of the referees. The call's still going to stand. Lincoln-Sudbury comes out with it. 14 has it. Johnny Shaw literally pushing him away. Patrick now has the puck, passing it over to Donnie. Donnie has it, passing it back to Patrick. 3:30 left in the game. It's 4-2 still. Lincoln-Sudbury 7 passes it over to 6, up to 32. 32 up to 28. Loses control of it. Donnie Shaw now has it, passing it up the ice. Nick Merriman has it, passes it over to Owen Brewster, back to Patrick. Patrick trying to pass it over to Donnie Shaw. Buckets put behind the Lincoln-Sudbury goalie. Nick Merriman tries putting it in front of the net for Owen Brewster to take another shot, but Lincoln-Sudbury is pretty angry, it seems, and they're playing much more aggressively than they have been all game. Number 7 has for LS, passing it over to number 6. 6 passing it up towards Patrick McCarthy. Patrick McCarthy brings it in front of the goal. Number 19 trying to take out Patrick from his feet, but it just seems to lift one of his feet, and Patrick just doesn't get fazed by it. Lincoln-Sudbury now has it. Aaron Dolan trying to knock away one of the players. That's going to be called for kneeing on Aaron Dolan. I didn't really see the kneeing there. It seemed more like a chest bump, like shoulder to shoulder rather than a knee, but whatever the ref says, what the ref says. We need one more player out on the ice, so number 4 is going to be coming out. All right, that's going to be a timeout. Score is 4-2, minute 30 left in the penalty timer with 2 minutes left in the game. It's going to be the last 30 seconds when PV's going to have 5 people on the ice. My name is Stefan Janosevich, and we'll see you right after this timeout. And we're back with the third period, PVD versus Lincoln-Sudbury. Score is 4-2 still. And that's going to be a save there by Freddie Robital. Freddie's been doing very good this game. Only letting in 2 goals, but both of those were just unlucky occurrences. 22 is going to be in the center of the face-off, number 5. 5 passes it over to number 2. Goes back over to 15. Number 22 stops 15 from passing it up. Puck's now going down the ice towards the Lincoln-Sudbury defensive side. Owen Brewster's there, trying to charge his way through everybody, grab that puck. 22 knocks it towards the goalie. Goalie catches it, drops it as far as one of his players. Now Lincoln-Sudbury's bringing it up the ice. 2's chasing for it. That's going to be an icing, though. .58 seconds left in the power play for LS. I find it funny that even as LS has a power play, Peabody can still push it onto the LS defensive side and possibly get a goals. LS charging up the ice. Going for a goal, completely misses. Way too high. Number 5 has it. 5 loses control of it. Owen Brewster coming in for it. 2 still has it. Everyone's fighting for it. Owen Brewster catches it, knocks it behind him. That's not going to be carrying. Lincoln-Sudbury now picks it back up again. .15 now has it for Lincoln-Sudbury. 17 seconds left in the power play. 22 steals it away, charging up the ice by himself. And that's a goal, 22. Score is now 5-2. That was an amazing steal by number 22 there. Couldn't have been done any better. 10 seconds left in the penalty. That's 22's second goal of today. Great job there. And that's possibly even the last goal, unless Peavy's able to sneak one in. Oh, Donnie Shaw comes out with it. Lincoln-Sudbury steals it away. Patrick McCarthy pinning up one of the players against the wall. Lincoln-Sudbury now passing it around, 45 seconds left in the game, and hits the net. That's going to be a whistle blown. I guess that's not going to be a call there. Number 21 just seemed to hit one of the Lincoln-Sudbury players in the face with a stick. Number 5 now bringing it down the ice for Peabody. Fighting off everyone, passes it back to 13. Over to 5. Lincoln-Sudbury still has it, trying to take a shot. Gets blocked by all of the people. Donnie Shaw now charging down the ice. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the game. Great game there by Peabody Botana. Score is now 5-2. Some great saves there by Freddie. Some great goals there by number 12 and 22, who both got 2 goals themselves, and Owen Brewster. Couldn't have been a greater game. Well, my name is Stefan Janosevich. I'm here with Matt Smith on the camera, and we'll see you guys possibly in the next game. See ya.